Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestlinks Review. I'm your host, Flyin Ryan, with my tag team partner, Mike the Hammer.
How's it going?
What's up, Mike?
Not much.
Tonight, we are 24 hours away from Hell in a Cell. It's October 25th, 2014.
Are you more excited for Halloween or Hell in a Cell?
I'm more excited for Halloween.
I think I am too. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised by Hell in a Cell, but we'll see.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a mediocre pay-per-view in my opinion.
It does seem like they're too often, I think. It's hard to build up a ton of excitement in a month.
I would agree with that.
I was pretty jazzed for SummerSlam before it hit. And then I think Night of Champions, I was a little bit down on that going in, but was pleasantly surprised. It ended up being a really good night.
Yeah, let's take a look back and review some of our picks from SummerSlam and find out where we stand right before the big Hell in a Cell.
I have the results here. We started with the Miz-Ziggler match, and we both picked the Miz, but Ziggler won.
And Ziggler won.
So we both got that one wrong.
I believe the Miz, though, beat him the very next night on Raw.
I think so, yeah. They were swapping the title back and forth.
It was a big swerve against us.
Mm-hmm. They showed us. The next one we had down was AJ versus Paige. You went AJ, I went Paige.
AJ and Paige.
One for me.
Yep. And guess what? They're fighting again.
Shock.
At the next pay-per-view.
I'm a little surprised there's two ladies matches on the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, that's pretty sickening. That means you get to go to the bathroom twice, I guess.
That's true. Then we had the flag match between Rusev and Jack Swagger. I went Rusev, you went Swagger.
I went Swagger and Rusev won.
Uh-huh.
I'm a huge Rusev fan now.
Are you been converted
yes,
over?
I'm converted to Rusev.
Vladimir Putin?
Yes.
Are you a bigger fan of Rusev or Lana?
Lana.
So at this point, we had one push, and I won the next two, but now things are going to turn around. Rollins-Ambrose Lumberjack match.
The Rollins-Ambrose Lumberjack match. How forgettable that was.
Yeah, you went Rollins, I went Ambrose, Rollins won. Mr. Money in the Bank.
Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins. And guess what? They're fighting again on the next pay-per-view.
I sense a theme here. Although the next two guys not involved at all, Jericho Wyatt.
Jericho versus Wyatt, and we both picked Wyatt.
Yep, so we both got that one right.
Yep, that was easy to call.
Wyatt, has he wrestled since SummerSlam? It hasn't been much.
Can't say.
They've been doing all those promos, but that's been about it.
Perhaps he interferes tomorrow.
Ooh, we haven't seen Kane in a pay-per-view for a while either, have we?
No,
not scheduled, but I think he interfered.
Corporate Kane.
Yeah. Our next pick on the sheet was Stephanie Bree. You went Stephanie, I went Bree, and you were right.
Stephanie.
And then we get to the final two: Orton versus Roman Reigns. And you're down on Reigns. I went Reigns. You went Orton.
And Orton won, right?
No, Reigns.
Oh.
So that puts us, I've got 4, right? You've got 3. And then the final match, Cena-Lesnar.
Cena-Lesnar.
You went Lesnar, I went Cena.
And it was a brutal beatdown.
That was an all-time beatdown.
Yeah, I loved it.
That was great.
So anytime you get to see John Cena just get beat.
16 German suplexes.
That's a good show.
Yeah, that was great. So we ended up splitting 4-4. So we'll have to see if we can break the tide with our picks on Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, and since that time, obviously not too much has changed. Since the last time we met here on the Wrestlinks Review.
No. We've got an absent champion, though.
That's okay. That's how it always used to be.
That's true. Hogan never used to defend.
No. Only at big matches.
When do you think we see Brock next?
We will see him at the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
Those will be the next 2 times?
Yep.
No Survivor Series?
Nope.
Okay. And that Survivor Series is the next pay-per-view, right?
Think about it. Who are they going to put up against Brock?
I bet you they're waiting for Roman Reigns to come back.
That would be fine. I think Brock would destroy Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I think it depends on when it hits.
That's true.
WrestleMania, do you think that could be the main event? WrestleMania?
That's the rumor and the hearsay, but I don't like that match.
The injuries can be a factor, though. I mean, look at Daniel Bryan, now Roman Reigns.
Yeah, a lot of people are injured. It seems like the roster in general is just lacking stars.
Yeah, it's very thin.
And, looking at the Hell in a Cell card, just, are we going to even watch that? Are you going to watch it?
I don't know if I'm going to watch it live. I might watch it Monday night or something on the network.
That makes sense. Yeah.
We'll see. Walking Dead is on, though.
Yeah, nothing's calling me.
No.
Let's start with the kickoff show, Mizdow TV, with special guest, The Miz.
That's going to be special.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be very special. I'll probably skip it.
What do you think? Anything happens of significance? Does Damien Mizdow start to step away from The Miz?
That would be a good thing, but not very likely as a kickoff show.
No.
I
was hoping that by the time they're back here in the Twin Cities for Raw, that we could have Mizdow separated out and be back to Damien Sandow and maybe appear as Santa Claus.
I guarantee someone's going to dress up as Santa Claus. As Mike's saying, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be attending the Raw in Minneapolis on December 22nd. Looking forward to a Christmas themed program.
Are you going to dress up for the Raw show?
I might wear my Halloween costume.
Which is?
Top secret.
You're not going to spill it here? Wait till the next podcast? We're going, I mean, we need a third to really complete the package.
We'll find someone.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll post some pictures on the website.
Yes, we will. We definitely will post Halloween photos. Wrestling related.
But we can hint that the people we're dressing up as will not be involved in the pay-per-view. That's safe, right?
Yeah, that's safe. That's safe to say.
2 of my 3 children are dressing up as wrestlers.
That sounds like a sitcom. 2 of my 3 children.
It could be. Maybe we'll get on the network.
Yeah, we might.
Could be the first sitcom on there.
We get some good photos.
You want to go through the card?
Well, it's the Big Show. The Big Show's making his big return to the squared circle at Hell in a Cell versus Russia's best, the Big Rusev. Accompanied to the ring by a beautiful young blonde, Lana.
That'll be the best part of the match.
Yes.
Does anyone accompany Big Show? Is he going to have Mark Henry with him?
That's a good question. I would say no.
You think he'll come down solo?
Yeah.
What do you think happens in this match?
I think the Big Show gets beat up like he does at every other pay-per-view.
But do they send everybody away from the match happy by having him somehow knock Rusev out after the match has already been decided?
That's a good swerve. If you recall, they had some type of military guy dressed in military garb rush into the ring, and Rusev just kicked him. That was hilarious.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
It caused some kind of controversy, but whatever. It's just a television show, people. It was hilarious.
Are they building Rusev up for a big match at WrestleMania? I mean, he hasn't.
I would say yes. The interaction with The Rock was stellar.
You thinking Rock Rusev?
Yes.
Any chance Rock shows up tomorrow night and interferes?
None.
Okay.
I'm gonna put me down for Rusev on that match.
I agree. I've always been on the Rusev bandwagon, and I'm going to go Rusev as well. How about this? Let's take it one step further. Does he win by submission, count out, pinfall?
Oh, let's get the details, he says. I'm going to say submission.
You're going submission?
Yep.
Okay.
Big Show is just a giant wuss.
He'll submit.
Yes.
I'm going to go count out.
Count out?
I think he brutalizes him outside the ring, and he's unable to get back in and finish.
That's it. Yeah, I like it.
But then I think Big Show punches him on the way back up the ramp and knocks him out.
I'm going to stick with Rusev doing his finishing hold.
The accolade?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty specific.
The accolade.
Does a flagpole get involved in the match?
That military guy might be involved, so yes. There will be some patriotism, whether it be United States or whether it be Russia.
Some sort of flag play involved.
The former Soviet Union.
Over under on the number of times Vladimir Putin is mentioned.
I'm going to say 3 times.
I'll take the under on that. I think it's twice.
Okay. Put me down for 3.
You're going 3. Okay. I'm running out of room on the paper. I need a bigger pad of paper.
The loser of this match becomes the winner's assistant for 30 days. Guess what, folks? Grab your popcorn, grab a beer. It's time to go to the restroom. It's Nikki Bella versus Brie Bella.
What's the next match? Is this a Hell in a Cell match?
I wish it was.
It's not.
I wish it was some kind of bikini match or mud match. I don't know. No one wants to see this.
Maybe they could bring out that vat of poo that Vicky Guerrero ended up in. Do they think they still have that somewhere backstage?
A vat of poo match.
Maybe not now, but I think maybe 10 years ago.
But seriously, who cares if Brie is Nikki's assistant or if Nikki is Brie's assistant? Who cares?
Not me.
What kind of a match is this?
It's gonna take up hours of Raw over the next month, though.
This is Hell in a Cell. You know? This is not E! Channel.
Yeah, when you think Hell in a Cell, you don't think Undertaker, Mick Foley in a who becomes the other's assistant match. That's not going to happen.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker. The loser becomes the winner's assistant.
You got to clean out the
for
Undertaker's
30
urn.
days.
Clean out that urn. Undertaker's running beers for Stone Cold.
Undertaker comes back as the dead man. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Do you want to pick first?
Oh, we just laugh at it.
Oh.
I'm gonna pick a Bella wins the match.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Tag team title match: Gold and Stardust versus the Usos. When I say ooh, y'all say oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh.
Last time we talked, you were very down on the Usos. Have you drank the Uso Kool-Aid?
No, I cannot stand the Usos.
Still not on board.
They're like a boo cha boo, a boo cha boo, a boo ha hoo, choo cha doo. When I say oh, you say ooh, ooh, ooh.
Is it just me, or do they? I mean, when I started watching wrestling again, when they had their titles, that sort of stuff, they seem to be much more high flying. They kind of seem to be a little gimpy lately. Like, they do the flying Uso and they barely clear the rope. You think it's taking a toll? Are they beat up?
I just think they were never that great.
Okay.
They're not a stellar match like the Hardys, for example, or Edge and Christian. They're just, second rate. Oonga boonga doopa dee doo.
They're Oompa Loompas?
Yeah. I never looked highly on these guys, so I don't know. What are your thoughts, Hammer?
I making my pick, I'm going to take Gold and Stardust. I don't think they're done with the title run yet.
They are the current champions.
Yeah, I think they're going to maintain that.
What have they been saying? They're searching for some kind of
cosmic key.
The cosmic key.
Yeah. Didn't they say the title belts were the cosmic key, or are they still searching?
I've missed a lot. You know, it's been very difficult to watch these programs.
Yeah. I'm going to pick Golden Star, and I kind of, I wish the Usos would just get out of the picture. I'm kind of tired of this.
Yep. I would like them just to get buried, give them a vacation.
Yeah, it's probably due. But then the
change their outfits, please, and bring them back as gangsters.
Maybe they go heel.
Yes.
I don't know though. I mean, that's kind of where they're pushing Golden Stardust, right? Is they're kind of taking a turn?
Yes. Those guys are a great team. They're great individuals.
They're fun to watch.
I would like to see Goldust in a match versus someone, and then I would like to see Stardust in a match versus someone.
Singles matches?
Yeah. But, again, they are a great tag team. They're brothers, so.
How much does Goldust have left in the tank? I mean, he's wrestled for a long time.
He's looking pretty awesome.
Yeah, he still looks great.
I would say another 5 years.
Because I would assume at some point you have the brother-brother feud. I mean, I think we got close to that earlier this year.
It's got to be done.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see it. They want it.
It would be good.
Yep.
But my question is, assume the Usos at some point get out of the picture here, right? And we have Goldust and Stardust still as a team.
Boo, ja, boo, boo, da, boo.
Who's their next challenge? Is it going to be Big Show?
That's when they
Mark
bring
Henry?
back our buddies, the Wyatt family.
Oh, you
we
think
need
so?
to get the belts on these guys. Come on.
Where have
They're
been?
trying to break them up. They're trying to screw with everybody. Let's get these two big guys out there and give them the belts.
I would love to see the Wyatt family.
And let's give Bray Wyatt the Intercontinental title or the U.S. title.
Do you think there's any chance of either of those things happening between now and WrestleMania?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Which do you think is more likely, the tag team titles?
Tag team titles.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you see them as the next big thing for Goldust and Stardust, or do we get that Big Show, Mark Henry?
Would you want to see Gold and Stardust versus the Wyatts?
Yes.
Yes, me too. Why they're not doing that, I don't know.
Who else is there in the tag team picture at all? I mean, I haven't seen Ryback for a long time.
Ryback, I've read, is returning to the ring soon.
Okay, so maybe we get Ryback back?
I think they'll be split up.
They'll be split up. Okay, so then who do we have as viable tag teams right now? Golden Stardust, the Usos.
Nikki and Brie Bella.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
Who else?
The tag team division is weak.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely weak.
I think you need the Show and Mark Henry over there.
That would be a cool team.
I'd like to see
what about the Toritos brothers or whatever?
Oh, the Matadors. Matadors. Although they just keep getting bogged down in whatever Hornswoggle's latest costume is.
Hornswoggle.
How about this? Percent chance we see Hornswoggle dressed as an elf at the Christmas Raw show.
99.9% chance.
If we get that, that makes my night.
Hornswoggle the elf.
Yeah, I mean, who else is there? Because I mean, they had like the 3-person 3MB tag team.
Yeah, they fired those guys.
We might get the Wyatts.
Yep.
I don't know.
They don't care. They don't care about tag teams.
Apparently not. Do you think the New Age Outlaws come back?
You know why not? They need somebody.
It's wide open.
Yeah.
Wow,
I don't know what they're doing with tag teams. It's pathetic.
And it seems like when they do have tag team matches, it's not a tag team in the match. It's just two guys that they put together at the top of the show.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
And no one cares about.
I mean, some of that is just to keep people on TV, right? But you would think with 3 hours on Raw, they wouldn't need to do that.
I don't know who's running that show. It's not me, though.
Me either. Well, who's your pick? Goldust, Stardust, or the Usos?
I'm going to go with the Goldie and Stardust.
Oh, boy, there's not a lot of controversy between us. What do you think, clean win?
Yes. Easy win.
Okay.
Well, they are supposed to be a lot, the bad guys, so maybe it'll be an illegal move or something.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of twist.
Did the Matadors? I think I'm getting confused. I think I was watching something old on the. Oh yeah, I know what it was. We watched the. It was the first year that they have pay-per-views on the network. It's the year of WrestleMania 1. There was some other event called like the big event or something like that. Just a completely generic name. The Killer Bees were involved.
The Killer Bees.
And
yes.
They did the the one guy's hurt. Throw the masks on both of them and switch guys.
Classic move.
I want to see more of that from the Matadors.
That would be sweet. Yes. Killer Bees, the Rockers, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty.
Oh, back in the days of the tag teams, the Hart Foundation.
Hart Foundation. Pink and Black Attack.
That my
Demolition.
My ultimate hope.
Axe and Smash.
That they were all timers. I really want to see Torito Hornswoggle at the Christmas show.
Please don't do that.
Maybe
that's probably who will be working that night.
It probably will be.
The Doritos and.
I will love that if that's the
case. Oh man, I'll walk out. We're gonna see Brie versus whoever, Nikki and Brie,
or Paige and
oh boy,
Paige and AJ.
Yep, WWE Divas title match. AJ Lee versus Paige. I'm going to go with Paige.
Who's got the belt right now?
AJ.
Oh, boy.
I'm sick of her. I'm sick of Paige.
I'm going AJ, though. Or no. Yeah, I'm going to go AJ. You went Paige, right?
Yep, I'm going Paige.
All right, that's our first difference on the night. Moving on.
And that, by the way, is the second Divas match on the card, which is... It's really shaping up to be a scary... Hell in a Cell. Brutal. And brutal in a bad way.
Brutal. It's going to be brutal for ratings because people are going to wander away from their TVs and not come back.
Yeah. Even though it's a championship, I still don't care.
Yeah.
I have no, interest in what AJ's doing. Paige is cute, but, she's like a young girl out there.
Yeah.
We need some stacked women.
One of the Bellas is.
Yeah, she's definitely stacked.
There's no, who was it? Sable and,
there's no, Sable was a big banging broad. You just don't see that anymore.
No. It's a different world these days. Let's go to a real wrestling match.
The best of 3 falls Intercontinental title matchup with Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro.
This, I think, has the potential to be the best match of the night.
Yes, I would agree with that. Big Intercontinental match. 3 falls, 2 young, up-and-coming stallions in the ring. Both put on a good show. Both have good moves. I'm going to pick Cesaro to win.
That's exactly what I'm picking too.
We got to give him this title, folks. Come on.
He needs it. And I think there's no doubt that it's going to go 3 falls. They'll split, and then it'll come down to the last fall.
Yep.
What was it, a few weeks ago, I think? Was it on Raw or maybe it was even at the last pay-per-view, Cesaro had somebody up on his shoulders and then threw them up in the air and did the uppercut and knocked them out?
Yeah, I mean, he has that European uppercut.
Incredible.
It's like the killer one.
Yeah.
Like Fit Finley style. Do you remember Fit Finley?
No, I know who he is, but I never saw him wrestle.
Oh, there's some homework for you. Look up Fit Finley matches.
Is Hornswoggle going to be involved too?
Actually, he did work with Fit Finley. You could look up that if that's your thing. Midgets.
Oh. So, yeah, I think Cesaro wins.
I mean, I like Ziggler, but he just is boring.
Yeah, you need something new, right?
Cesaro is a wrestler. He is a tough dude. Give him the belt.
I'm sort of surprised that he's gone to the heel side. Because when he was doing the swing...
Yeah, it's just another example of absolutely horrible programming and planning from this organization known as the WWE.
He wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. He gets totally positioned, and then he starts to go heel.
And they drop the ball, yeah. Just crushes character.
Think of how good he could have been. How much they would have needed him right now at the top with the injuries they've had to Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan.
They could have played out that same scenario again, where he picks up the Big Show, slams him, relive that classic Hulkamania moment.
Yeah.
But, in a new era with these kids that never even saw that era.
Yeah.
They won't even know.
And why make him quit doing the swing? They made King of Swing shirts, and then they stopped him the day after.
Yeah. We should send in our application.
Yeah, we could. I think I might pick up one of those King of Swing shirts on closeout.
King of Swing, that is, it's a cool saying.
Hey, speaking of shirts on closeout, do you like my $6 Bobby the Brain Heenan shirt?
That's a nice shirt. I'd like it.
I love Bobby the Brain.
Bobby the Brain. Yeah, he's great on the mic.
I got to order his book.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Good, absolutely one of the best television characters.
He's up there. I mean, that's another thing I think that's missing right now, aside from top stars, is you don't really have the managers like you said. I mean, Paul Heyman is obviously an all-timer.
Yeah, I'm a big manager guy. Slick Rick, Virgil.
Mm-hmm. Now there's nobody.
Miss Elizabeth.
They need some more of that, I think.
Yep. It's always good to have a manager.
You need a Heenan family.
Yes, exactly. There are no factions right now.
The Authority is the closest thing you have.
Yeah, and that's awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful.
It's more...
Who came up with that, Who's getting paid to come up with, the Authority?
It's more...
Triple H and Stephanie.
It's more like the bad version of the NWO than the Heenan family is I think the top of that kind of faction thing.
Well, it used to be the corporation.
Yeah.
With Vincent K. McMahon at the head of that. So,
yeah.
And that was cool. But the Authority, come on.
I think it is time to swing back to having a Heenan family style.
Yes.
Interchangeable parts.
Right.
Just bad
yes.
guys.
Yes. Four Horsemen style.
Oh God.
Groups.
That would be.
We
something.
want groups. We want managers. We want big busty babes.
The Wyatt family was getting close, but now it seems like they're breaking them up.
They're breaking up another faction. They just can't help themselves.
Yeah.
The Shield should still be together, in my opinion,
yes.
as a faction.
Yes.
You totally bust that up. Now what do you got? The dang Torito brothers. You broke up 3MB. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They were just getting started. People were starting to like them.
Yeah.
Like, you're fired.
Now they're gone. But now you got Slater Gator. That's another tag team.
Slater Gator. Oh, it's terrible.
With Hornswoggle as a gator.
Well, anyway, we'll give him a chance to give it to Cesaro, and we'll hope that it works out for the best. We've got another title match, the U.S. title match, with Sheamus versus The Miz.
Boy. I don't care.
Another restroom break for me as well.
U.S. title on the line.
I would like to see Sheamus become a heel, the bad guy, and just start beating the hell out of people. That guy can just walk out of there, beat the crap out of people in like a barroom brawl, and then just walk back, not say nothing. Just come out in your street clothes and your boots and your fighting clothes and beat people up and then go back.
He's had the title for a while now.
When he first started, he was a world champion. He went up against Triple H. Each year he seems to get less and less of the spotlight.
It is. I mean, it's hard to see a guy like that was in the heavyweight title picture.
He is a big bad dude, and they make him look like a damn leprechaun.
Yeah.
Don't do your stupid haircut like that, dude. Get a normal haircut. Act like a normal dude, and then you'll get over a lot better.
Yeah.
You can't act like a damn cartoon.
Who do you pick in this one?
I'm going to pick Sheamus.
You're going Sheamus?
Versus The Miz. Oh, wait. We got the Mizdow.
Mizdow?
That's tough.
Any chance?
Sheamus is the champ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Sheamus.
You're going Sheamus. I'm going to go...
First instinct.
I'm going to go Miz. And I hope... What I hope happens is that Slater Gator loses their mascot. Sheamus gets the Hornswoggle Leprechaun back. They use it to promote the Leprechaun movie he's in. And he can fight Sandow at some point.
Oh, man. I can't stand Hornswoggle.
We've been talking about him a lot in this podcast.
We're gonna call this the Hornswoggle Halloween special.
I should dress one of the boys up as Hornswoggle for Halloween.
Oh, that guy. Well,
the next match is one I'm actually excited about.
The next match is Hell in a Cell with the unpredictable, the rambunctious, the up-and-coming Dean Ambrose.
I think the official title is Lunatic Fringe.
The Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins and The Authority.
There's going to be some cool stuff in this match.
Yes, it'll be an awesome match. These guys are good wrestlers. They're young, they're hip, and they want to make an impression. So I'm going to expect to see a lot of blood, and I want to see some big spots. I want to see people falling off the cage, into the cage, outside the cage, outside, in the crowd, in the back into the cell.
No, what are the rules on the Hell in the Cell? Is it pinfall submission or how does it work?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I think, or you can get knocked out.
How do they get on top of the cage?
They climb.
They just climb. So there's no countouts? Or they just don't do it?
No.
Okay.
Think about it.
So is there
what good would that be?
Well, but is there a door like on a regular cage match?
There's a door. Yeah.
Okay. So the point is, how do they ever get on top then? I mean, what's the motivation to all of a sudden climb up on the top of the cage?
Well, this is a good segue to get my deep thoughts on the actual Hell in a Cell style match. This match came about from, a long, drawn-out feud, from two superstars. I believe the first one was Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. But
97?
You've got to have someone like the Undertaker to pull off the Hell in a Cell match.
What about the Viper?
The Viper, Randy Orton, out of nowhere. We'll get into that.
Those videos?
I'm just saying, the Hell in a Cell is not what it used to be. I mean, this would only come up after an extreme, brutal. They could not settle this any other way, any other match. They have to be locked in. And they're just not building it up like that.
Yeah. It's
just a lame deal.
Well, I don't think they have the guys for it either. And how is Bray Wyatt not in a Hell in a Cell match?
Exactly. It's freaking Halloween.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these people?
Does he get involved in one of these matches?
No.
I don't think
I'm going to say no.
Because he's already done that to Cena, right?
Yep. And so, anyway, let's get back to the match side of things. This specific match, I still don't really care. I don't care who wins between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
You just want a good show?
Yeah. I don't care who wins, though.
And
what do they get if they win? Nothing.
Yeah. Well, or do
they settled the feud that was, 2 weeks long?
Do they get a title shot, or is that the other match?
That's a good question. Mr. Money in the Bank.
When is he ever going to use that?
He can't. There's no champion on the card.
Is there any chance that Lesnar doesn't defend, so then they give the title to Rollins because he's got the Money in the Bank?
No.
You don't think so?
Never would happen.
Okay. So Brock is going to have to get beat in the ring to lose the title.
Yes. Brock's going to have the title until WrestleMania.
And then he's going to
calling it right now.
Lose the reins.
No.
No,
No way.
he'll beat Reigns.
I hope Reigns does not go to WrestleMania. Please don't do that.
So
Are you a big Roman Reigns guy?
I think I probably like him more than most of the other wrestlers right now. I don't think, I think he's Hogan like. He's got that pattern that he ends the match with, right? He's got the punch, the kick outside the ring, the spear. It's over, right? And it's kind of like Hogan with the big boot,
or Cena, or
Yeah.
they all kind of do that. But
so I think he's got that part of the game down, and I think he's like Hogan like in that he's not going to have a great match. I mean, you're not going to get a ton of stuff in the course of the match. He's not a Randy Savage. He's not a Ricky Steamboat. You're not going to have one of those classic matches with him.
He's an enforcer. He belonged in the Shield.
Yeah.
You took that away from the guy. He's left out there on his own, flapping in the wind. You just watch his last interview and you'll see that he just doesn't got it. He doesn't have it yet.
No, I think he needs more time. But I also think that if there's nobody else, if Daniel Bryan doesn't come back or somebody else doesn't step up, he's probably going to be in line for one of those top 2 or 3 matches come WrestleMania.
And that's the time when I will probably not be watching.
But they got to have somebody, right? I mean, there's got to be somebody on that side.
I guess you're right.
I really wish, though, like you said earlier, that the Shield hadn't broken up. Some of my favorite matches this year, you had that the match where the Shield, they were out in the crowd, and Rollins does the jump off the second deck. I mean, there were great matches there with them, and now you don't have it because they're split up.
They totally build up everything, and then they totally crush it.
I wanted
in almost every example we can come up with.
I wanted Shield Wyatt.
Shield Wyatt, yes.
That would have been awesome.
We did get it a couple times, but that could have gone on for 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the pace is too accelerated now with all the pay-per-views you got to get geared up for. The roster's just not deep enough.
And that's why we get these repeats like the next match. John Cena.
Are we not picking Ambrose Rollins?
Versus Randy Orton. I already called Ambrose Rollins. I said I do not care.
So you're gonna push. I'm gonna
say draw.
I think
interference, authority.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Ambrose.
I'll go Rollins.
Okay. So now Orton, Cena.
Orton, Cena. That's it. Turn it off.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen this? Something's got to give. Even this match, they didn't build up the feud.
No.
These guys have been wrestling for 10 years.
Yeah.
There's no heat between them.
Nope.
There's no girl to fight over. There's no title. It's a number 1 contenders match, but...
Is that what it is? So the winner gets the next match at Brock?
Yeah, but isn't John Cena always the number 1 contender?
Well, yeah, and shouldn't Orton have had a match from when he lost it back
exactly.
in the year?
He never should have a rematch.
Yeah.
And isn't Randy Orton always the number 1 contender?
Seems like it.
Yeah, these guys are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Someone's got to give up here and do something new.
When do you think we see Triple H in the ring again?
WrestleMania.
Yeah, he'll be back for that.
Yep.
Him and Orton?
They're building up him and The Rock, actually.
Really?
They were teasing that, yeah.
I thought we were
Go back and watch Rock's return.
Weren't we getting Rock Rusev?
On SmackDown. Yeah, but that could be The Rock's got to come back, get warmed up, fights Rusev at the Rumble, or they're both in the Rumble.
Yeah.
One of them wins to go to WrestleMania.
Why not a triple threat
versus
match?
Brock, Rock versus Brock, Rock versus Triple H.
Rock, Triple H, and Rusev. Winner gets Lana.
Rusev versus Brock.
Ooh.
Where Brock is a total American good guy.
Do you think they... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I see that. I don't know if I see Brock in that role.
No. He's just not a player in the game, really.
Who do you want to take, though? Cena or Orton?
Cena versus Orton. Oh, man.
I'm going Cena.
I'll take Orton.
Okay.
As of late, Randy Orton has been on fire on the internet from out of nowhere.
Yeah. I've seen those. They are pretty entertaining.
You can find some at Wrestlinks.com.
You got some on there?
Yep.
Okay.
I've got the best of Randy Orton's RKO out of nowhere. I think there's, 10 to 15 different videos there.
Some of them are not good, but they're still funny.
They're funny because they're not good.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I got to check that out later.
So, yeah, check back at Wrestlinks. We'll be posting all of our podcasts there. You can go back and listen to our review of the SummerSlam, how that worked out. And, yeah, just check us out.
Do you want to go over some of the old Hell in a Cell matches since we're not overwhelmed by the card?
Yeah, let's take a look back at days past and kind of touch on how I talked about it used to be a huge spectacle.
Yeah.
Once in a lifetime. Hell in a Cell.
Well, you called it exactly right when you said that Undertaker Shawn Michaels had the first Hell in a Cell to end a big feud, and that was 1997.
97, yes.
And I see one picture here, and it looks bloody.
Yes. We're not going to see that tomorrow, are we? At the new Hell in a Cell.
Well, the only time I think we've really seen blood in the last year was that time Orton got hit with the ladder at the Tables, Ladders, or Money in the Bank, and he got cut. He was bleeding pretty well.
Yeah, he stuck it out there. That was kind of a good match.
Yeah. So I've got a list here of what is this? The 9 greatest, and it did start with that first one ever. The next one in line is Undertaker Mankind at King of the Ring 98.
Yes, Undertaker Mankind, the defining moments of the WWE. Everyone has to see this match.
This is the one where he goes through the roof, right?
He starts by going off the roof into the Spanish announce table. From there, they thought he was done.
Really?
They were going to cart him away.
Yeah.
He gets up again. They go back up on top of the cage, and Undertaker chokeslams him through the top. He falls down, slams into the ring. It's just brutal. You got to see it to believe it.
I've seen the highlights, and here I'm reading too that it says that when he went through, the chair came down, hit him in the face, and dislocated his jaw, and knocked out a tooth, and he was actually unconscious.
Yes. It's a brutal match. Absolutely one of the greatest matches. You'll hear it referenced all the time. You've got to see it.
I might watch that tomorrow night.
Please do. Perfect for Halloween. It will blow away, any other ideas of the Hell in a Cell. This was Hell in a Cell.
The next one on the list we've got is No Way Out 2000, Triple H versus Cactus Jack.
Again, Mankind, Cactus Jack.
I haven't seen the rest of this list yet, but who's on here more? Undertaker or Mankind?
I'm going to say equal.
It's going to be equal?
It's going to be equal.
Okay, so we're at 2 for each of them. I'll keep track here. All right, let's see what the next one is. Do you recall this one at all, the Triple H match?
Vaguely.
Okay.
That was what, 2000?
Yeah. Oh, it says Cactus Jack crashed through the roof again.
Yes, but it was staged. It was more planned. There was like a cushion in the ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember it now.
First one wasn't at all, right?
No.
Okay.
They didn't have anything rigged.
Holy shit, this next one. Armageddon in 2000.
Armageddon 2000.
Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold versus The Rock versus The Undertaker versus Triple H versus Rikishi. Any chance Rikishi got on the top of it on the cell?
I bet you he did.
You think so?
I bet he did. Yep.
And apparently Mick Foley was commissioner at the time and made the match.
Yeah. Funny how that was 14 years ago.
Yeah. I don't recall this one at all. Angle apparently kept the title. That's a lot of guys.
Yeah, it's too many guys. Just more silliness.
Undertaker can be in there by himself. Let's see the next one on the list. Looks like Lesnar Undertaker.
Lesnar Undertaker Hell in a Cell, huh?
2002 at No Mercy.
That puts the Taker at the top of the list.
Yep, 12 years before Brock beats him at WrestleMania.
Wow.
Undertaker's hand, which Lesnar broke in the match. Huh.
Yeah, these are big, tough dudes.
They were bloody. Oh, Lesnar won. Let's see what the next one is. Well, it looks like Shawn Michaels. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and again,
Triple H needs to be added into the
a lot
mix.
of blood. Is that his second one?
That was his third.
Holy cow. He's going to beat Mankind. Michaels, that's Shawn Michaels' second match.
Yeah. Interesting to look back at these. See, they're all to end big feuds.
Yeah.
They're not just to throw around and, we'll just throw Cena and Orton in there and see what happens.
This match was 47 minutes long with Triple H winning.
Wow.
I got to go back and watch some of these tomorrow.
Hell in a Cell marathon.
Guess who's going to win this whole thing?
Batista
versus Triple H. Vengeance 2005. Longtime allies from Evolution. How'd this match end?
Time to play the game.
Animal retained the title. And apparently Triple H received a standing ovation, just like Michaels did the match before. We got two left here. Undertaker, Edge.
Undertaker and Edge. What was that feud about?
This match happened because Edge was cheating on SmackDown General Manager Vicky Guerrero, who decided the appropriate punishment was to lock Edge inside the hellish structure with the Phenom and let the Taker destroy him.
Oh, that's terrible.
And the picture, it looks like Edge is going through the ring.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh,
I've never seen that match.
Edge had the advantage for most of the match. How would he have the advantage over the Undertaker? Speared him into the ring step, smashed him with a chair several times, including a wicked shot to the throat. Taker tried to mount a comeback. Edge leapt off the ring steps. Rated R Superstar finally slipped up when he tried to do the Taker's old school, only for the dead man to catch him on the top turnbuckle and choke slam him through 2 tables.
Nice.
Then Undertaker came back, hitting him with a camera, some chairs, a spear, a tombstone pile driver to win the match. But the Phenom was not done. Walked up the ramp, he noticed Edge moving in the ring, so he came back, set up a ladder, and choke slammed him through the ring.
Wow.
And then he started the hole on fire. Do we see fire tomorrow night?
No. The WWE can't afford to fire anymore.
Oh, man. Guess what the last one is?
The last Hell in a Cell.
On this list.
Go for it.
Undertaker, Triple H.
Undertaker and H.
So they each
to
made
the
list
3.
5 times. And it says these two men have been in 19 of the 28 total Hell in a Cell matches.
Yep, it just proves my point that you need those bigger names, those bigger guys, to even build up to a Hell in a Cell.
And
now it's just another gimmick.
And this was at WrestleMania 28.
Nice.
That's the thing. It doesn't seem like Hell in a Cell needs to be its own pay-per-view. It should be a type of match, not a pay-per-view.
Exactly. It should definitely be a type of match. And at the appropriate time, the appropriate place, with the appropriate contestants.
It should be Halloween Havoc.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dear Vince, Halloween Havoc.
Please.
Yes. If you look at the Wrestlinks Twitter account, I believe it says that.
Does it?
Yes, sir.
I hadn't even read
Hell
that.
in a Cell should be named Halloween Havoc 15. Hell in a Cell.
That works for me.
Yep. Yeah, follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Wrestlinks. Visit the website at Wrestlinks.com. Like us on Facebook. And check us out anytime, anywhere for $9.99 a month. Just kidding, it's 100% free. And we are broadcasting live from Mike's basement here in beautiful Eagan, Minnesota. We're signing off for this edition of the show. We're happy you tuned in. We'll catch you next time on the flip side.